And I'm a solution therapist. Today is the last part, and that is about boredom. This is solutions, and I hope by now you must have listened to the first and the second part. The first included, about a brief discussion about boredom. The second was about the symptoms and the reasons. And if you have not listed your reasons or the symptoms, I would suggest please listen to the video. Just copy it and write it down for your own self. So the solutions I have noted down, and I have come up to 15 solutions. Let's see if they fit in your scenario. See, again, it is, as I said, it's like a chameleon, right? The chameleon changes colors. It absorbs and camouflages the real self and hides, and therefore, the real reason why you need to work for yourself is maybe your current state is hiding the real issue or whatever it's that you are dealing with. So be mindful and be alert. You should know what's happening with you inside you. Okay, we left at the point wherein we need to discuss a reason. Could be that you have no plan or you have no goal, right? So the solution will start from there. Have a plan, that is, it will help you in time management. You will only have a plan if you have a goal, if you have a purpose in life. So have a goal. You can have a macro goal, a micro goal, or you can have a major or a minor goal for your own self. It can be as simple as, okay, I want to finish the task. You just break it into mini milestones for your own self. That is a goal itself. You want to, maybe drink so many liters of water in a day. That can be a goal for you. So likewise, you know what are the goals for your own self. So write down on the paper, what do you think are your goals in life? Don't judge that, oh, they are so trivial or they are so like magnanimous that it's like out of reach for you. It's okay, just write. That is the first step. Then you see, oh, this is achievable, this is not achievable, how you can achieve if it is not achievable. Then the plan will set in. Once you set your goal, the plan is going to come in. How this is like, masking in the boredom part. When you say that you have nothing to do, right? It means that you may have a lot to do or you actually have nothing to do. So to combat that, you have to set yourself several options. Okay, if I land up feeling this way in a particular way and I'm bored and it's happening again and again, so let me do something about it, right? You need to address it upfront, as I always say. Third point is revive your hobby. Whatever hobby you had previously, you need to revive it. Hobby is a very important part, and therefore you need to hold on to your hobby. It could be reading, writing, talking. It could be like painting, doing some craft work. If you don't have any hobby, then it is just watch what is it that you like in other people. Maybe then try to learn that thing for your own self. Take baby steps, but do something about it. Again, write down on a paper, what are your hobbies? What is it that you like to do? Maybe you are not able to do just, in a jiffy. When you're writing, you really want to do it. You're so energized at that moment. But keep in mind, this plan or this program that you are dealing with yourself is for any moment that you will be facing in future. If it is happening, you need preparation. You need to set your tools, right? If you are ill, you need to keep the medicines at home, isn't it? It's not that when you fall ill and you know that you are prone to this illness, therefore you will try to keep that, minimum stock at home. So likewise, this is a preparation time for you, so that you don't, get yourself trapped in that loop of boredom and therefore be less productive for your own self. Therefore, you are not able to achieve what you deserve to achieve. That needs you. So coming to the part of health, that was the first point in reasons. Health is very, very important. You need to be fit physically. Then it comes to mental and emotional aspect. Please have your vitamin D and B12 checked. In my book, Just Talk Therapy, I have actually donated a space wherein I have explained why this is important. And of course, Google Master is there. So you can always Google up why it is important, why vitamin D and B12 is also very important. It is like, a treasure inside your own body. So be very alert when next time you're having your blood test done. It does not, by default come in the general CBC. You have to ask for the test to be done separately. Then is adopt a routine. Yes, there are different situations. It's very difficult to stick on some routine. It becomes very monotonous and boring. But the catch is you don't need to be strict with your routine. Have some general routine for your own self. You may follow it 3 days, maybe the 4th day you will not follow. That's okay, but try to follow for some number of days, like maybe 2 days in a row, take a break, then again go back to that routine. Start developing a routine for yourself. It is important, and you will only realize its importance once you follow and not just listen. Because listening and just shoving it away is very easy, but accepting, that was very important point which I had said. Acceptance is important. So you have to accept, okay, I need to do this. This is tough and boring. Yes, it is. It needs effort. It's difficult. So to make your life easy in future, so you need to do some or have some grit in yourself. Then is the connect and communication part that will cater to, if at all in your reason you have that you are unemployed or not satisfied in your job, or you have that lonely feeling, that FOMO type of feeling, or if it is like you are comparing a lot and therefore alienating yourself. Therefore, in all those situations, you need to connect, you need to communicate at your own level. It need not be 24/7, but then some quality time you should dedicate in a day to connect with somebody, like-minded people, or with whom you feel very happy or comfortable with. So connect. Again, if it's unemployed, you should not feel ashamed of asking help with your loved ones or anyone that they may be able to help you in giving a job or at least recommending you. The rest is your caliber, right? This is the time of connection. So it's like you need to ask people. Do not feel and have that ego aspect in you. This is life. It is tough. So you need to make at times tough decisions. Have that gratitude again. Say thank you. Move on. You are not indebted by anyone's recommendation. You will only be able to hold on to a job if you have the caliber. So you need to have that confidence in yourself. There is no harm in asking for referrals or recommendations. Keep that in mind. Then is the exercise. When you are having some regime, then do something in the exercise form. You need to exercise on daily basis. It may not be a very, again, a heavy workout type, but some form of exercise. On the spot jogging is the easiest. You can do it for 20 minutes. Skipping, I highly recommend. It's very nice. If you're not able to skip, then maybe you can just jog on the spot. You can do squats. You can avoid taking the lift if you are, have to climb the stairs or come down. Try to take it slowly and steadily, increase, because all this is going to increase your stamina. How this is going to help in your boredom? Because if you are bored and you are in that loop and stuck up situation, that time this preparation list for you, okay, these are the options I can do if I'm falling again and again in that boredom zone. Try this. If you're not feeling to do like this, okay, this. But something from the list of solutions you should try. Someday something will click with you, on the other days something else will. But have the solution list ready for yourself. Then is like accept your situation as said. Now if the work is monotonous, if it is very repetitive, right, then it is for you to understand that I'm accepting this, I'm getting my salary from this, my home runs on this income. So even if the work is monotonous, I should understand I'm doing it for these number of hours. That is why the hobby or doing any other activity, that is your own time out. You have to tell yourself, I'll give my best in the job. It's okay. Yes, it is repetitive. What can I do? You can club the activities, you can group them up, you can discuss with your colleague or your boss that, okay, I need some variety or something. Your work will give you that privilege to have that conversation. So don't, buckle down on the aspect that particular work is monotonous or it's so repetitive. It will be, that is the way it is. You are there, somebody else will be there, if not you. So if it's giving you some earning, that is your job, then do it with honesty, do it with dedication. The entertainment part, you can take out the time out for your own self. You have to have a plan for it. That is why the first step was to set a goal, have a plan. If you have that in the right order, you include everything in that, you're liking, you're disliking. Okay, if I dislike this, then what next? What should I do with it? So that is one point, acceptance. Then is the tasks. In the reasons I had mentioned, sometimes the tasks are very easy, sometimes the tasks are too difficult, you don't do it, you get bored, and you procrastinate in the end, eventually messing up at times, not always. So in those cases, if the task is difficult and you know it, I'm sure you will know it from inside. Yes, this is difficult and that is why you're running away from it. You're not very competent or you don't have that much of knowledge as others have in your team or in your office or in your group. So you are not so, ready with your own contribution in that particular tasks. So in those particular tasks, so it's like, now is the time, list down what is the difficult task. Sit with yourself. Why is it difficult? How much can I do in that? Is it 10%, 20%? How much? I don't know from the scratch, I have to learn it from there? Or do I know something about it? If you know something about it, go and ask for help. Ask somebody in your office or somebody you know, can you teach me this? Can you guide me this? It's always available on internet also. It saves time and you understand better if it's like, from your friend or somebody who already knows it. So sit with yourself. If the task is too easy, do not procrastinate. Finish it off. Challenge yourself. Oh, this is so easy. I'll do it whenever I want to do it. No. Develop an attitude to get bored productively and you enjoy that phase also. Children are always given that quick gratification part I had mentioned. Oh, the parents these days, they want to entertain their child all the time. They want to keep them occupied all the time. It is very important for any child to have that time wherein they have nothing to do. They can be like very, very bored. It is very productive. Your mind starts training yourself and you start developing your own likings in that state. So give yourself time. If it's difficult task or easy task, challenge yourself enough to counter it. Okay. Next is comparison or expectation. This is the most important part and it's a very common part also. You shell yourself because you have compared or competed and you have set number of expectations from others. How about yourself? If you have expectation from your own self, then also you lead yourself into that suffer stage. Is that a right approach? It is not. It may be for some time, but you are developing a pattern for yourself. It's ingraining as a part in you. So you are now developing a habit in yourself as a part of your own behavioral system. So you need to block that channel of yours, the comparison and expectation channels. It is not dependent. You need to have that perception, relevance and importance. If you are comparing, these three words should click to you. What is the perception, what is the relevance, and what is the importance of that particular thing in your life? You may feel bored because you are not able to live up to that expectation. It is possible. You may feel bored again if you compare and you are not anywhere close to what others are doing. That is also possible. What is also possible is you not letting yourself in that state. Boredom is a state for a long time. You may feel bad about something. You have to do something not to feel bad also. So action is always advised. So get up, take the charge of your own life in your own hands. Then comes learn. You need, once you have all the symptoms and the reason list on paper in front of you and not in your mind, then you need to learn which are the things from that list that is so common in you or in your life, or when you feel bored. What are the things that you can actually pinpoint and recollect when you are feeling bored? You need to then backtrace, because this is now going, if it's happening again, remember it's developing into your own personality. You're allowing yourself to get affected by it, knowing that you do get affected by it, but then comes like how wise you are for your own self. When are you going to use that knowledge part for your own self? So learn to read what are the things that is so important and impactful in your life. So read those signals, read those symptoms, do something about it. Then comes explore your neighborhood. If you're feeling sad and if you're feeling bored, sadness always comes like bored. You know, if it's happening again and again, then it's like you feel bored, right? Then comes the question that in those moments, try to explore your neighborhood. You can say, oh, let me go and check out this place that's come up near my neighborhood. It's a new place. Let me go and try the coffee. Or you can have a different route to your home from work. So try small things, but different things. You can make a list what all you can do for your own self, and that is physical in nature, because action is required to come out of this loop. Then you can also engage in some charity work and volunteering. You know, you can volunteer in some NGOs or some place wherein some hands are needed. For that, you need to find out what is available around you. Get in touch with people. Do some activity for old people, or in the garden, you see some, groups are there. Go and join them. Go and join a gym, or any membership, take any membership. Go and do some activity. Volunteering and charity is a very good way to utilize your time and even get that satisfaction in life. If you have not done it, I would recommend to please keep that in mind. Try to work out where you can actually do this, noble thing in your life, and do it. So that also needs your own awareness part. Then comes the cleaning regime or declutter. That is very common. Whenever you are angry part, you'll see that the best cleaning happens in those moments or in that phase. So try to have that as a plan for your own self also, that if you're getting bored, then in that list of yours, in that solution list of yours, this is also one of the items. Maybe you're not doing it today, or maybe the first time you get bored after listening to this, you're not doing it, but still keep it in mind. Decluttering is also a process wherein the brain processes, and you will feel good in the end. Don't start decluttering and get agitated by it, because now you are, some people try to clean their room and then they get stuck up with one aspect only and they spend more time in it and then again dump it again. So have a plan. That is where the goal and plan will come into play. Next is, you can also consider or keep in mind how you coped, or what did you do the last time you got really very bored and very angry and upset with your own self. What was it that you did to come out of it? Try to keep that also in mind when you're writing down your solution list. It is important. The next is that when you are trying to develop a hobby, you can try something which you always wanted to do. It was very difficult and you did not try it also because of you thought that you will not be able to do it. So challenge yourself again, try ahead and go and do it. At times we find that we do get bored because nothing is challenging in life. It's all so mundane and so routine that you don't feel like doing it. You are tired. When you feel yourself, in that zone of tiredness, then I would say, please get connected with your health card. That is, just see if you are hydrated enough, if you're following a particular diet, if you are not eating at the right time, or if you are eating more, type of food which is just giving you more carbohydrate rather than proper nutrients. That is very important. So boredom can be like the first thing, as I said in the first session, that boredom means it's a state of being tired, restless. There is something you want to do, you're not able to do it. You're feeling restless, you're feeling tired. Yes, you want to do something, you need this time, you're burnt out. So monitor that aspect. What is it? Maybe you're just tired. Some deficiency is there, vitamin deficiency or mineral deficiency is there, or you are avoiding your own health, you're eating a lot, that's binge eating. So all the reasons and the symptoms will give you an answer itself. What is it that is working for you and you are falling into that boredom zone? If it is repetitive, then it is important for you to find out something that is going to take you out from it, that is, snap out of it. Okay, the last thing that I would like to tell you is, you can have a group, you can get connected like with your friends or with your family members, any cousins, any social group also who are active or which is active in certain activities which you like. So get connected. Or also, whenever you feel bored or you have to just scroll your contact list, call 3 or 4 people. Then in that phase of yours, just have a conversation, because I'm sure you have not even spoken to many people in your contact list for a long time. Now is the time. So use that time. This is a creative zone also, if you know how to use it productively. Not always. Sometimes, as I said, you need some time for yourself not to do anything. Just laze around. You know it. You have a plan, you have a goal. Enjoy the boredom. So develop the attitude to get bored in a nice way. Don't fall into a loop again and again and just, be very grumpy about the situation and then blame that's happening. Oh, life is like this, like this, like this. No, life is beautiful. It has its ups and downs. We all know it. It's going to be tough. Routine is very, very boring at times because it is masked in the form of tasks which needs your efforts. So routine work, keep aside, right? Take care. See you. Bye.